What's up, YouTube? Welcome to our first episode of Stando Espy Play, but not our first episode of Stando Espy Play. It's the first episode with the channel title Stando Espy Play Vlog News.
That's a lot to say.
Yeah, that's right. We have a contest winner out there, and we will let you know who that is at the end of the episode. So keep watching Stando Espy Play. First, we got some news to break down, man.
Break down some news.
Yeah.
All right.
CES is going on right now. That's the Computer Electronics Showcase.
Right.
PlayStation, Sony showed up, made a big announcement on the PlayStation floor that pertains a lot to us. There's a lot of U-shaped HD TVs, bendable flat screens, bendable phones, a lot of that stuff like that going around. A little bit of robotics, a lot of coolant systems for new computers. But in our department, two things happen in gaming, and that's what's most important, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I don't care about a bendable TV.
The first thing is PlayStation Now.
PlayStation Now.
PlayStation Now is what Sony spent that $3 million or so to buy Gaikai last year. Remember that?
Yes.
Okay. Well, and we heard Gaikai was coming out, but we didn't know when or what it was going to be exactly 100%. And it's going to be a streaming of video games, kind of like Netflix.
For movies. That's awesome.
But it's for games instead of movies. And what it does is it's not like playing the game on the hardware. There's a little bit of decompression.
Right.
So it doesn't look as pretty. You know, it's not like super HD 1080p. It's more like 720p being streamed to you. Does that make sense?
That makes sense. Yeah.
And right now they've got beta going on, and they've been playing The Last of Us and Beyond Two Souls, which I know you were looking forward to.
Yes. Still.
Now, this is pretty smart.
That is pretty smart.
This is very smart it answers two things. Backwards compatibility.
Yeah. And
the future of gaming, and acknowledging that future, which is going all digital anyway. And instead of following they're still doing the digital download through PlayStation Plus,
right?
But they're also doing the now digital streaming, which is much more advanced than the digital plus. So,
I told you she's our mascot.
But anyway, so it's going to probably have a second subscription cost that's not associated with PlayStation Plus, probably a $20 a month thing.
Which isn't that bad, though.
Which, if they follow the $20 a month thing, right now their focus is on getting the PlayStation 3 library up. Right. But sooner or later, I expect the PS2, PS1 classics to go up as well in the streaming. Yeah. And here's another thing I'm wondering about. Is like The Last of Us being as new as it is, and it comes out this summer. Right. For everybody. It's going to be available this summer. So, one of my questions is, do you think like they got The Last of Us up there right now, and that'll probably be there when it launches in the summer to get people to register and subscribe. But do you think Last of Us will stay up there, or do you think they'll pull it? It's a limited time thing, and they'll rotate out the games that you can stream to your system?
I don't know.
But if they do, they'll have quite a library to pick from.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think with the newer games, they need to stay on there a little bit longer, and eventually rotate.
But think about your PS2 games. You got like 10,000 titles there. Netflix rotates.
Yeah, every 10 months, but
not every 10 months. It's more like every month and a half.
It takes it, and then you still have to wait.
Yeah.
I think the featured games, the ones that people play the most or pick the most, should stay on there longer.
But I don't think they'll be able to put, let's say Destiny.
Right.
Destiny's going to be a brand new game. Let's say it was coming out on PS3. I don't think they'll be able to put the PS3 version out the day it came out.
Oh, no.
You've got to wait like a year before it comes to the server.
Yeah, that makes sense.
What else? I mean, it's got a 5 gigabyte Minimum per second, or not 5 megabyte per second minimum on your internet infrastructure.
Everybody upgrade your internet.
Well, I mean, I've got 15 right now. What do you got? That's your one.
Normally, it's about 15.
About 15?
About 15.
So, I know big cities and
like the middle of the night.
The rural areas outside the cities,
yeah,
they get that. But a lot of people that are living out in the middle of nowhere, they're depending on their Verizon, and they're depending on, which has data caps.
Yeah. And eventually that just...
So do you think the infrastructure is going to come along to support this? Or?
I would hope so.
If not, it's crippling innovation.
Yeah.
So
great idea gone bad.
Great idea gone bad. And it wouldn't be Sony's fault. It would be your cable provider's fault. Which means I think Sony and Microsoft, who I think would eventually take advantage of this with some of the Xbox games on their Xbox One, because these are supposed to be the last generation of consoles.
That's depressing.
Not really. If you can find a way to get that 4K streaming ability.
Well, in that case, it's just turn on the power and go at it.
Another cool thing about this PlayStation Now is you don't have to have any hardware. Although it will work perfectly on the PlayStation Vita, the PlayStation 3, and the PlayStation 4. Apparently you're going to be able to stream these games to smartphones, tablets, and also the new Bravado TVs that are coming out. Sony Bravado TVs.
Awesome. I just don't see myself being able to play a game like that on my phone or my tablet.
Well, they showed them with the Bravado TV and the controller. And
yeah, but how many...
It's a decompression rate, like I said.
Right.
And
yeah, but like...
But you don't have to worry about having the hardware to play the game.
I can't have, like, the buttons for my controls down here on my phone.
My question right now is latency. I don't expect it to work perfectly within the first year or even the first year and a half, 2 years. But 5 years, 10 years down the road, I think this is going to be a big deal.
Oh, yeah.
And play a big part of the future of gaming.
Oh, definitely. I mean, especially if they're getting away from the hard copies,
Right. So we're already starting to see a decline in Blu-ray sales and in DVD sales because of streaming applications like Netflix, Amazon, Hulu. It's all the ones. Voodoo.
Yeah. Oh, they even have a red box on the PlayStation now.
I saw that.
Yeah, so I mean, yeah, they'll eventually get away from hard copies from everything. So hold on to them; they'll be valuable.
Yeah.
If you got them, hold on to them.
And hold on to the thing that plays the hard copy.
Exactly.
So, what else do you think about PlayStation Now?
I'm excited about it.
You kind of got slapped with this news. Like you were living in. You go to work during the week. I don't.
Yeah, but you go to school, so I mean, there's a difference there.
But I get to see more of the news.
Yeah, I'm just kind of like, I walk into the door and you're like shoving stuff in my face. Oh, by the way, look what I found out this week. I'm like, whoa.
The other thing that we got to talk about is the Steam machines. Valve has went and said that what they'll do is they will license their Steam OS to 13 developers who are making machines. They're making a low end and a high end, and so there's 13 different types of Steam machines out there. Actually 26 if you count that each one has a low end and a high end. These are ranging from prices starting at $500. Like I said, or started to say, these are starting from a price line of $500 at the cheapest level, which is about the same price as the Xbox One. And they're going as far up as the $1,600. $500 is not a bad price if you consider that for PC gaming on your computer, that's pretty good.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But basically, these are just PCs with HDMI ports.
Pretty much.
I mean, that's what they are. They run Windows 8 or
all I gotta say is
Steam
that
OS.
$1,600 one better be able to wake me up and drive me to work.
Oh, it's fantastic.
That's all I
gotta
gotta
of them
say.
have like water cooling systems on the inside and everything. It's very, very.
I've heard people drive that thing too.
The two that I would be interested in, because I can't afford $1,600, and a lot of consumers out there
kidding.
can't afford the $1,600 price point. But on the $500 side, the best ones that I saw were, of course, the Alienware X51 that we
Right.
showed off in our blogs, which we may be moving websites, but that's another story. The blog that we did last year on it, that
Right.
we wrote the story, the Alienware X51, and then the iBuy power
Right.
machine. So,
That's awesome.
but here's my thing about Valve. Why didn't Valve just take the risk and make their own instead of, because they're not taking any financial risk at all. If it bombs, they don't have a big stake in it. It's up to the developers to push the
Right.
machine. So my question is, why didn't Valve go? Because this is just going to create confusion.
It is. Yeah, I mean,
If there's
it really is.
13 different ones, because if you're, okay, if you are a casual gamer, okay,
Right.
you don't know what this video card does or this video card does, or what's the difference between, you know, this much RAM and this much RAM and this CPU versus this CPU.
Right.
You understand what I'm
Oh,
saying?
yeah.
And I think that's the people who are going to be buying these, because the hardcore PC gamers, they've got their towers, their mouse, and their keyboard.
Mm-hmm.
They're not leaving
Yeah,
that.
oh yeah, that's something. I mean, I've tried playing a game on a PC and I cannot control 7 different things.
I thought about
at
making you
once.
play Slender or Craven's Manor or something like that in the dark.
I could do it in the dark. It'd be all right. I mean,
Until you get scared.
ah!
But anyway, I was just wondering.
I mean, I don't see myself getting one. I'm content with my PlayStation and, you know, got my phone for games when I'm not at home.
We're getting a PS4 here next month.
It's awesome.
So
We'll have
something to
2.
look forward to.
We'll have 2 eventually. Then we can.
And then we got LaChief coming up, showing off his Xbox One. Speaking of LaChief, he was the runner-up in our title contest. Why? Because he's not an official employee of the Stando and Espy Play Show.
He's not. Not yet, anyway.
Or what was the G14 show.
Yeah.
So let's talk about that. We're changing our name up.
We've changed it like 10 times.
Oh, no. This is the first time we've ever changed it.
That is true. Well,
In 3 years, it's the first time we've changed it.
we thought about changing
We thought about changing it earlier, and we took back on that, and then we went to YouTube and Twitter and Facebook, and asked people what they thought. So Owen Richardson, or LaChief, is the runner-up for the games. Like I said, he's not an official Stando and Espy Play employee, because it's 50-50 partnership right here.
That's right.
So, but he came up with 86 bits of fun.
Which is a pretty good name.
It's a pretty cool name. Other notable mentions: Brandon out there. Do you know Brandon's last name? Little skinny kid.
Russell?
Yeah, Brandon Russell. Yeah, that guy.
That guy.
Yeah, Brandon Russell. He said the Super Duper gaming show. Because if it's Super Duper, it's got to be awesome.
That's Brendan for you.
Ultimate Playbox was suggested, but Playbox is already being owned by somebody else. And then Jason Scott a long time ago, he said, "Why complicate things? Just call it standonespy.com." And I was like, "Well, we're looking for a channel name, not a website name." But then I was talking to Sean Piper, and talking to Sean this week, I noticed that, you know, we were talking about videos and
Right.
swapping ideas and stuff like that. And he works over at gamingwithscissors.com. And he was saying that he wouldn't want, like, he can name his shows anything he wants to. It doesn't matter. It's something stupid, and it goes on to gamingwithscissors.com website.
Right.
He says, but finding a name for you guys is like finding the name for a hardcore major company. I'm like, that's so silly. It's just me and Espy. So maybe we've gotten too complicated, too far out there. And I was like, let's just keep it simple and call it Stando and Espy Play.
Wow. All that trouble.
Which means, Jason Scott, you win a copy of... Let's see if I got on back there.
They should be back there.
No. Rushing Attack, and Excite Bike. Congratulations, Jason Scott. Yay!
Should have brought balloons and confetti.
Yay! And I want to thank, what we're getting ready to do right now is, everybody's been like, where's the intro been? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. The intro music was the Super Mario Brothers theme song. And so that I don't get sued or asked to take those videos down later on down the line, we have decided to come up with a new intro that I've got to make this week, and I'm painting it out. And I want to thank bands like Catalyst, Shallow Point, and a lot of the local bands around here that are really, really freaking awesome here after the occasional dilemma. All those guys that have allowed me to use their music and have given me written permission to do whatever I want to with it. So, thank you guys.
Which makes our lives easier.
And we will put it to good use by not only giving you credit in the video, but including it in the video.
Yep. Makes our lives easier.
Anything you gotta add before we get to what we gotta do today?
No, I'm ready. Oh, wait. Yeah, you're gonna lose today.
And as of right now, except for the actual Stando and Espy Play series video,
right,
which this week we are starting off on Prince of Persia. I think that's the only thing we're going to put up. The expected video every Monday, every Tuesday, every Wednesday, every Thursday, and every Friday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. That's 5 videos. Don't expect videos on Saturday and Sunday. It ain't going to happen.
We might record on Saturday and Sunday, but we don't post on Saturday and Sunday.
That's right. So Monday, Tuesday, well, actually I do. But it usually is late at night. Yeah. So expect them on the next day. You know, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So this video goes up on Monday. Tomorrow, when you're watching this tomorrow, Tuesday, Stando versus Espy. Yep. And then on Wednesday will be Stando and Espy Play. Thursday will be either Stando's Retro Corner, Ask Espy, Stando Reacts, one of those videos.
Right. And
then Friday will be another Stando and Espy Play. Yep. So that's what we got. Till next time, this is Stando.
This is Espy.
And we will catch you
on the flip side.